Hello, this is Aevi at Wishbone Tarot, and today I'm talking about my first professional tarot reading experience as a seeker. So I've got the Fool, the beginning, although to be honest I haven't had a lot of in-person tarot experiences since then. So what it was, I was living in a smallish town with not a lot in it except an old church and an old tower. That's why I put that there. Just some old stuff, some bad pubs and a couple of nice restaurants. Anyway, that's my basic memory of that place. I'm not going to say where it was, but it had quite a good train to city, so that was the highlight probably. Yeah, and there was some sort of festival on, like, because they like to celebrate how historical they were, and kind of people dressed up and that kind of thing. How can I explain this festival? It wasn't like it wasn't like a music festival. It was like a little small town festival. So in the festival, as I sort of walked along the high street, this is partly why I've got this card as well, because I was wandering around the town, and I noticed that there was a tarot reader advertising, and that was exciting, and I thought, oh, maybe I could go there, but I was also quite skint at the time, and yeah, but then I realised, or I had already realised, but then I sort of thought about a bit more the fact it said it was like half price for the festival or something. So I went back and went to this tarot reader who was actually doing their readings in the street, like in front of their shop. It's funny because I don't remember there being like a tarot. There definitely wasn't a tarot shop. That would have been far too exciting. But I don't know what shop it was that they were doing tarot readings in front of. But anyway, there it was. So it was kind of it was like an old-fashioned tarot reader, an old-fashioned tarot reading by an old-fashioned tarot reader, and it was kind of like a velvet cloth on the table and that kind of thing. So at the time I was quite stressed, not sleeping even, and on my mind was a certain somebody. Can you see that? Just about, yeah. Okay. And it was a romantic relationship that I had on my mind. So I basically thought, I think I'm going to put this over here actually. Summer's breeze. I was quite concerned to ask the tarot reader about this relationship. Well, that's what I wanted to know basically, because that was kind of in the background of my mind all the time. But generally, what was I doing? I was a student, and that was a student of the arts, so, you know, beautiful things again. And I remember the reading. I don't remember that much about it, but I remember I didn't know what a massive part of my life tarot was going to become, but it was a Celtic cross reading, I remember. So I'm just trying to like piece things together here. And I remember at one point a card came up that seemed to represent this person. But it was quite a lot of not knowing what was going on, just in general. But also in that reading, I think the reader seemed to be talking to me more about other parts of my life, and I just remember being quite frustrated. Not like I hadn't said, oh, I want a love read or anything, because it wasn't that kind of deal. It was like, I'll give you a Celtic cross, basically. So, yeah. I basically, I wasn't a professional seeker. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what I was doing in the way that I would now, in that I wanted the tarot reader to tell me certain things that I was already expecting about this person, and that isn't what they told me. and they were also talking to me about other things in my life, which was fine, but yeah, it was a bit of like a knock on the teeth, maybe. Kick in the teeth, that's the phrase, isn't it? So yeah, that's love for you. I've got my little love card here. So the outcome was that, it's funny because what I remember about the reading is there was a person in the reading, like it must have been a court card, but I can't remember the court card, and I can't remember the person, which is a bit embarrassing, but there's like a couple of candidates, it might have been, of like people that I was, you know, like maybe having a relationship with at that time. So basically the relationship didn't work out. I've got an ending card here. And obviously I had a little bit of heartbreak that was part of that process, but yeah, life's worked out okay now, so that's my story. If you enjoyed that, then maybe click like or anything else. And what am I going to say? What am I supposed to say at the end of this? It's weird because I've just gone into like this weird reverie of remembering. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you for the next prompt in 31 Days of Tarot. Bye.